really about business. You only strong as your...
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Good job, MP. See. Tough game tonight. Lock in.
He about to tear the roof off.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Coming up for you tonight, it'll be the... Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Sasser outside. Richards with a screen to the paint. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Assisted. And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Thanks for that, Allie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sasser outside. Cunningham outside. He drops it from range.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
One thing you can say about Boston, Graham, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Pass to Eason. Sasser outside. MP against Cunningham. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Now Porzingis. There's the triple. Thompson pulls it in. Eason against Tatum. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. MP. And MP MP throws it down.
Terrific movement. MP making a sharp cut inside.
Cunningham against MP. Count it. Good. Cunningham's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Throws it up high. It's Eason with the jam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Holland, he's checked in for Thompson. So a moment now to see the story for Brandon Clark.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Pass to White. And here's MP. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. MP's gotten his second bucket.
MP stretching out the defense.
Here's Holland. There's Cunningham with a 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Tatum, puts up a 3. Sasser with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Cunningham with the ball. He's got 5. Knocked away. Cunningham against MP. Deflected.
Great denial. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
Here's Eason. Drives to the hoop. It's Eason with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now MP. Last game with 30. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Richards has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Cunningham. And down it goes. 2 points. Cunningham's got 7 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. Here's MP. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by White. Offensive rebound. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Eason. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. That one no good. Here's MP. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time. He executed.
And thanks again. Changes here for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Edwards. And MP subbed in for Hood Schifino. And Detroit making a change here. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Peyton Pritchard is out there with MP. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Clark against Tatum. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Now here's MP to halt the run. Again, the miss by Boston. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was a man on a mission. He finished with 30 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. If you look at his stats overall, he was just everywhere that night. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Back to Valanciunas. Pass to Holland. Hey, from beyond the arc. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
and just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Well, Grant, we're deep into the season now. For teams who will miss the playoffs, where are their heads at, you think?
Well, B.A., first of all, it's a chance for some of the others to show out. Their focus should be on finishing strong. And realistically, you start planning for the offseason. But there are still games left to play.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. It's scooped up. Cunningham on the wing. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 19. The kick out to White. Takes the three. Good. And the assist goes to MP. White's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yes, selfless stuff on that dish from MP.
Here we go, all alone. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
You should see MP here a lot with how physical he plays the game.
Watson, he's checked in for Boston. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Cunningham outside. Back to Sasser. Beyond the arc. The rebound by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Boston. And can anyone stop this team right now? They've won a stunning 25 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
This kind of winning streak is special. It's really been interesting to just see how many ways they are taking advantage of their opponents, pulling off 10-0 runs, constant stifling ball pressure, interior rim protection. The three-pointers are going down. This team is super exciting to watch.
And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. 1:03 left in the second period. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade, just really confident getting into that J.
And here's MP. 10 points for him. Six to shoot. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, putting on a show with that dunk. MP just attacking the rim.
MP against Cunningham. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Brown. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And what you get in Cade Cunningham is an oversized point guard who really knows how to use his size, see the floor, and initiate offense.
MP makes his move. And a nice finish on the layup. MP's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And we finished off one half of play. The Pistons on top. They lead by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the...
I think for Detroit, they've been just solid at times. And at other times, they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything...
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Detroit Pistons.
Offense.
And that is going to do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Marcus Sasser is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Nick Richards. Then it's Thompson. And it's Eason in at the 4 spot.
For the Pistons, Nick Richards.
And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 13. Now here's MP. Right side White. Outside Brown. Pass to MP. Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. Now Tatum. And stolen by Cunningham. And he lobs it up. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. MP, the pass to Brown. Over Thompson. Brown can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
With the fadeaway. Boston with a rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
MP finds White. It's tipped. That shot missing. Cunningham with some nice D. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, Cade, hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. The Celtics second.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they've played physically.
MP, the pass to Brown. Back to MP. Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. Here's MP. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Coming out stolen.
Oh, wow. Classic hustle play in transition from Thompson.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Cunningham against MP. Pass to White. Back to MP. Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. MP, the pass to Tatum. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Detroit leading by 20. Kicks it up.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside, Brown. Back to MP. Porzingis sets a screen. MP, the pass to Porzingis. Puts the move on. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 9 rebounds now. Cunningham outside. Boston pulls it in. That's the first game of a 6-game road trip. White finds MP. And here's Tatum. MP outside. Back to Tatum from behind the arc. And no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. MP, the pass to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game.
I don't know how you're going to defend that MP running the pick and roll like a seasoned veteran.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Edwards, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Watson comes in for Tatum. And Hood Schifino subbed in for White. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Richards. Clark comes in for Thompson. Holland, he's checked in for Sasser. And Daniels is subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And he makes it. Valanciunas has got his first points in this one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Brown. Here's MP. He's got 14. And MP throws it down.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
Here's Eason. Clark outside. Here's Holland. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. That one's good for 2.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, MP. Clark grabs the board. Eason against Brown. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Clark. Tries it from 16. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely does.
Making a switch here. MP's checked in. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
They've got MP. Hayden Watson is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hood Schifino in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pass to Ball. Gets some space and buries the jumper. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
Right wing. Outside Murray. He tries for 3. And Hood Schifino pulls it down. Boston has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. MP drives in. Rebounded by Cousins.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot. And for him, it's pretty much automatic.
So we see the Pistons taking the...
Just got to tighten up. You get them next time.
Some nights, the shots don't fall. A lot of our fans in the house tonight. Should be a fun one.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Be sure to remember, Nets fans, we have tickets available for upcoming home games. Stop by the ticket booth or go to visit us online to grab your ticket. Don't forget, Nets Nation, coming up next is Rally Tower Day. Wave your towel and show off your Nets pride in our next home game. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word NEXT along with your issue and citation to 55555. The relations team will respond immediately.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for... Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA. Well, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Derek White is out there with MP. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. Now White, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Giddey. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
MP against Giddey. Brown outside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Giddey against MP. MP sets the screen for Tatum. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by MP. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's MP following the bucket by the Nets. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Bridges. Giddey finds Green. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the rebound. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Phoenix.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motion.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Now Thomas following the three-point attempt by MP. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Donnie's checked in for Miles Bridges. Over to the wing. Here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
That's just too easy for Porzingis. He just powers through that contact.
Giddey the pass to Capella. Green taking his time here. Pass to Giddey. In the corner, it's Capella. Done outside. Here's Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Boston is on 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Tatum on the wing. Brown outside. Giddey against MP. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Giddey uses the glass to finish the layup. Giddey's got 6 points.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
The drive by MP. It's White on the wing. MP with a screen on Green. Kicks it out to MP. It's deflected. Giddey against White. Done outside. And the wide open shot from Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Porzingis with a screen on Giddey. It's to Porzingis. MP trying to free himself up. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. Thomas against Brown. Now here's Thomas. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Capella sets a screen for Thomas. And the dunk by Capella.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets out in front. Substitutions. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. On the court right now for the Celtics. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then it's MP. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Now here's Gibson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's MP. Boston, no good that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Jalen Green's checked in for the Nets. And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Houston lit up the floor. He finished with 49 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going. You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Here's Thomas. And the shot falls short this time.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
It's good on the putback.
The height of Porzingis gives him an edge on that offensive glass, and he uses it.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Nets. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Bridges misses. Celtics trail by 12. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
It's White on the wing. Back to MP. Bridges with the steal. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdowns.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Camp.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Giddey, no good. Celtics trail by 10. Here's MP, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Back to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size, rock the rim.
Brown against Thomas. Poked away and stolen by MP. 1 second left. No good on that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please direct your
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Boston Celtics.
Guys.
And that'll do it for...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Bridges out there with Thomas. Then there's Jalen Green. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. MP with it. Defended by Giddey. Tatum dishes to MP. It's MP attacking. The shot, no good. Bridges with some nice defense. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Probably a little...
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
We all have our bad days. Tough game tonight. Lock in.
Fans live for games like this one.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. And in the first game of a back-to-back, is managing minutes a priority for the coaching staff, Doris?
I think, Brian, for coaches, you're just reacting in real time to how the game unfolds. Minutes are always a concern when it's a back-to-back situation. Well, let's say we get down the stretch and this is a possession ball game. Usually you're going to choose, I'm going to put my best players on the floor and try to win the game right in front of me.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. And it's MP in at the 1.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
Smith passes to Murray. Driving inside. Back to Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on White. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the evening. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Murray, no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And he lobs it up top. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they've fallen down to the 3rd spot and are hoping to turn things back around.
Seeing where Boston is, they've surprised so many people with their ability to maintain this astonishing display of dominance. But here they are, the best team in the league late into the season. Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Stolen by MP. Misi grabs the board.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Smith passes to Murray. Off the mark there with a 3.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Porzingis. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Davis, he's checked in for New Orleans. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
For Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy has all-star level talent. For him, it's about staying healthy. At 7'3", if he's able to stay away from injuries, this guy is a big-time threat.
Fires for 3. And again, New Orleans, no good. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Now here's MP, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Porzingis misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pass to Murray. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here.
quarter.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Price. Tipped away. Stolen by MP. On the floor for Boston. They've got Peyton Pritchard. Hayden Watson is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's MP, and it's Hood Schifino in at the 3 slot. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's Jones, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Beasley. Boston pulls it in.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's MP. A tremendous threat on offense. He's scoring around 34 a game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had 46 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And Davis gets it to go.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here's Hood Schifino. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's MP. Davis with the defensive effort. Pelicans trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Ellis. Still without a bucket. Outside Jones. The 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Outside Tatum. MP finds Tatum. From deep, MP. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Tatum. Nora comes in for Watson. Brown, he's checked in for Hood Schifino. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. 1:24 left in the first half. Here's Wilkins. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall. Smith's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
MP outside. Brown with it. He shoots it. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Brown's got his second basket.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
To the inside. Here's Jones. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
The officials were right on top of that one. They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
For Boston, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. MP, the pass to Porzingis. Operating inside, Porzingis.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Here's Murray. Soft touch off the glass. 9 points in the game.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
MP up top, defended by Murray. Power move from MP.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
Here's Murray. Here's Smith. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Celtics out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, let's take a look at the players of the week. The Eastern Conference winner, Donovan Mitchell.
So explosive in everything he does and built to take on a leadership role. Mitchell goes through stretches where he can put the team on his back and carry them. The shot's working, the drive's working, it's all working.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Herb Jones really have a great game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Murray out there with Smith. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's Wilkins, and it's power forward. That's the Pelicans 5. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Now the Celtics on the move. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Here's MP. He takes it in. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pulls it in from the elbow, and the jumper is good. Murray's got 11 points.
And Murray is a taller guard, meaning he's capable of doing some damage on the inside.
On the wing, Tatum. And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 5 rebounds in the game. Smith against White. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Takes the hit. MP still gets it to go.
Oh, a wise move by MP. Calling his own numbers in the two-man game.
As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. Taking a look at Boston, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
Well, for the Celtics, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here's MP. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Good Schifino's checked in for Boston. And both free throws good for MP. Pelicans trail by 9. Poke loose. Stolen by MP. Whoa, MP getting out in front on the break.
Once MP grabs that steal, he's off to the races, folks. Terrific two-way play.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Murray from outside. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Jones, his shot is good.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Down low. Oh, deflected. Smith outside. Pass to Murray. Fires the three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Well, Murray won't let a shot pass him by, so he just goes after the corner three.
Murray against MP. Now Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And
protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
on the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Edwards. Hayden Watson is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's MP in at the shooting guard. Pass to Ellis. Beasley with a screen on Tatum. Here's Ellis. Edwards pulls it in.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Pass to Beasley. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Ellis. The three is up. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Now here's MP. Tatum, a screen on Smith. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Ellis passes to Davis. Here's Beasley. Davis finds Beasley. Back to Davis. They need this. The rebound by MP. And so MP will bring it up for Boston. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Tatum. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. New Orleans has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Ellis passes to Smith. Here's Ellis. Beasley outside. Just 5 on the clock from deep. The rebound, Celtics. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he drives in. It's hauled in by New Orleans. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a special year they're having, picking up their 59th win.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And he converts the layup.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Ellis. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tatum with a screen. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now Murray. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never...
Great win tonight, MP.
Good job, MP. I see.
select your tickets to any upcoming game. Visit the Bulls ticket booth or on the team's website for more availability. We hope to see you out there at the next home game. Fans, don't miss out on future Bulls home games. We still have tickets available. To learn more, head to our website or visit our ticket booth. And don't forget the Calendar Day. One more way to pass the year, the members of your favorite mascot, ready to bowl like the Fun Bowl. We're looking forward to the next home game, Bulls fans, because the first 10,000 of you will receive your own Bulls hoodie. Don't forget to come out for our next promotional day. Fans will receive a free reusable.
Round one continues.
Take a look at the Bulls. Greg, no doubt, this is a defining moment for them, trying to even things up after 4 games. But if they lose this one, they'll be facing elimination on the road, and that would be dire.
Yeah, and that's why I expect tonight's crowd to be out of its collective mind. The fans in this city love this team. They feel a very close bond with these players. They're the sixth man that has to provide that energy if this series is to be knotted up.
I think you've nailed it. And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's MP in at the point. And the Celtics with possession here. The Bulls getting the bucket. Brown, good.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Pass to Bridges. Now Murphy. Now Bay. Over Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Sweet move. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's White. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the length of White is kind of surprising. He's got about a 6'8" wingspan, and that helps him down low.
Here's Poole, and he lays it straight in. Poole's got his second bucket tonight.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Bridges shot, good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Porzingis with a screen on Poole. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Bay. It's hauled in by MP.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Bulls was tremendous. He added 37 points, and he was dialed in, made most of his shots. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Chicago. And the dunk by MP.
Well, the way MP runs screen and roll, you think he's been in this league for over a decade.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Here's Buzelis. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. MP outside. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
MP looking solid from there.
Bridges against White. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
MP passes to Tatum. 1:03 left to play here in the first. Misses the chippy right there. Brown against Hart. Pass to Buzelis. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 3. Tatum finds MP. Back to Tatum. It's stolen by Buzelis. Poole with it. Bridges outside. Murphy passes to Hart. Out to Bridges. From downtown. The rebound by the Celtics. They come off the loss on Friday.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Yeah, it's a loss that'll stick with them for a while. That's for sure. But a game like that can be a motivator going forward.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And we welcome you back to Game 4. Checked in for the Bulls. Patrick Williams is out there with Hart. Then it's Owens. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Springer in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, good job to take it right after them.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.